Hey everyone, so today we're going to be going over the short version of the City of Smithville's project. Um, so first what you're going to do is create a new project, enter your name in right here, and then title it. And then you're going to be met with a blank project slate for you to work on. Mainly we're going to be focusing on the general fund and the government-wide activities fund for the instructions part, but yeah, to get right into it, I guess we will start by doing the first part of the instructions, and that is entering in the general fund post-closing trial balance. And we'll label these as the 2B portion of the project. Just to introduce on how to add a new entry, we're going to go start with cash, and then the description would be 2B, and then it would be 376,290, and that would be the debit. And then you would go add the journal entry. And then once you have the entire trial balance entered, you would go and post those entries so you can have them posted up onto the reports up here. I already had done it, so we'll go and start from there. This is what it should look like once all the journal entries are posted. You can see they're posted on the left side. Then we can go to the trial balance and pre-closing trial balance for the year 2019. And then we can match the check figure down here with the one that's in the short version right here. And they balance out and check. For the next portion of the project, it's going to be entering in the government-wide activity level post-closing trial balance for December 2019. And you're going to go in and do the same exact thing by just entering in all of these journal entries into this. You're going to have to change it to government activities fund to make sure that you're posting it to the right table. It's basically the same thing. You go in, enter the account you want to debit or credit, and then you add the description. For this one, it is, I believe, 2D. Yes, right here, 2D. And same protocol of just entering in the account name, description, debit or credit, and then add. And then once you're done, post those entries to the journal. Once again, I have it done already, so let's just open that up again. And this is what it should look like once you're done. All of them posted. Then you can double check by going to trial balances and then going to pre-closing trial balance for 2019. Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Reports, pre-closing 2019, and 24,867,972. We can go down to short version again, 24,867,972. So that checks out and balances. And that is just for chapter 2, was those two portions. Next, we need to go and start on the chapter 3 portion. For this, let's go on to the next project section, and that is number 3. And then, so we're in the general fund. And for this, it was going to instructions and then short. So the following budget for the general fund of City of Smithville is adopted. So basically, what we need to do is go to the 3A portion of it, and it's these 3 journal entries down here. You want to make sure we're talking about the 3A. So there's none over here. It's these 3 right here, and then basically to get this estimated revenue portion, there is something called detailed journal entries. When you go into estimated revenues and appropriations, it's going to pop up a detailed journal entry, which basically goes through and details out where the estimated revenues are coming from, like taxes, real property, and then you enter in the description and debits or credits, just like previously again. And then as you can see here, we had estimated revenues of $4,001,846, and then there was appropriations of $4,010,000, and then there was a difference that we put to budgetary fund balance for 8,000, which is the difference between these two, for 8,154. And then to go back to the instructions. So from what we did the estimated revenues. These are all that was put into the detailed journal entries right here. And this is what was put into the appropriations detailed journal entry. As we know, estimated revenues are debits and appropriations are credits. And then we all labeled these as 3A. So the reason we did that was to record the annual budget for that was adopted in December 31st of 2020, or adopted for the fiscal year ending December 31st, 2020, to estimate revenues and then appropriate the funds to the specific funds or appropriation funds. And that was what we did for Chapter 3 portion of the project. And then to go on to the next portion, after inputting these three, we're going to go on to the next section of the instructions, which is Chapter 5, I believe. Yes, Chapter 5. Or not Chapter 4. No, to Chapter 4, I mean. And I already have that done again. So from here on out, this is what we're doing for Chapter 4. One thing I also forgot to mention was that after you enter in the estimated revenues and appropriations, there's one report that also is very relevant to the project, which is the revenues subsidiary ledger. This is going to populate all of the estimated revenues and their respective breakout accounts in the that are in the detailed journal entries, and this is going to help you in closing the or enter in the closing entries to the trial or post-closing trial balance, or to get the post-closing trial balance. So basically, for Chapter 4, you're going to go in and follow the instructions from Chapter 4 on to populate the rest of the journal entry tables, all the way from 4A1 down to closing entries on the general fund. And then if you go to government-wide activities, it's going to be 4A1 down to 4A10, because closing entries aren't relevant to government-wide activities in this situation. After you're done populating these, you'll get something that looks exactly like is shown right here. And the relevant documents you're going to need in the project are going to be the post-closing trial balance and the general fund balance sheet as of 12/31/2020. So for here, you're going to, well, first you're going to want to make sure that the check figure is right. That was given by, check figure is correct to the check figure that was given by Dr. Stiles. So you're going to go to post-closing trial balance for 2020 in the general fund. And here's your check figure right here to make sure that the total for all the accounts matches the check figure, which it does right here. And after that, once everything is done, you have the closing entries entered in. You're going to go to export to post-closing trial balance, and that's going to pop or give you an Excel sheet, which looks like this, and it should match the report that was given to you in the Smithville software. It's going to match that check figure. Yeah, and then we go after that to fill the last deliverable for the project. You're just going to go in and make a balance sheet that's comparable to one that is in the governmental and nonprofit accounting book. You just basically follow the same format and just make a general balance sheet to fit what that one looks like. And yeah, that's basically it. And you're done.